Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Mr. Omar Farouk. This revision for secondary 1. The students will be in secondary 2 in the next term. We will make some lessons, we'll study some lessons that we might need in the next term. Okay, so we'll make 4 videos for lessons that we might need in the next term in secondary 2. Let's start with equation of the straight line. Different forms of equation of the straight line. We have many different forms. Cartesian form, this is the first one. Okay, so we have many forms. We will start with the Cartesian form. Cartesian form, y minus y1 equals m by x minus x1. Okay, when m is the slope. So if I have the slope of the straight line, we have a straight line, we have the slope of it, and we have a point that it passes from it. So how can we get the form of Cartesian? The Cartesian form of this straight line is y minus y1 equals m by x minus x1. Okay, so y equals mx plus c, where c is the intercepted part of y-axis. Ax, x over a plus y over a, y over b equals 1. So these three points or remarks is very important. Remarks: m equals, m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, the difference of y over difference of x. If ax plus by plus c equals 0, m equals negative a over b. This is a way to get the slope. So the slope here, if we have 2 points, we can get the slope, and we can get the slope from the equation itself. Okay, if we have the angle that included between the straight line and the positive direction of x-axis, to get the slope, it is tan theta. If theta is what? Is the angle that included between the straight line that we want to get the slope of it and the positive direction of x-axis. If L1 parallel to L2, then M1 equals M2. So if we have two parallel straight lines, their slopes are the same. If we have two perpendicular straight lines, if L1 perpendicular to L2, then M1 by M2 is negative 1. Okay, let's go to example 1. Find the equation of the straight line which passes through the point A, negative 2 and 2, and is parallel to the straight line y minus 4x plus 3 is 0. So we want to get the equation of the straight line that passes through the point A. So we have a point that the straight line passes throughout it, and it is parallel to another straight line. Its equation y minus 4x plus 3 is 0. Solution. First, let's get the slope. How can we get the slope? The slope is negative a over b. What is a and what is b? A is the coefficient of x, and b is a coefficient of y. So it is 4 over 1. Negative a over b. Negative the coefficient of x, which is negative 4, so negative 4, it is 4 over 1, the coefficient of y. Since L1 parallel to L2, then M1 equals M2. What is the meaning of that? As we said before, if we have two parallel straight lines, so their slopes are the same, their slopes are equal. So we have here L1 parallel to L2, then M1 equals M2. The required equation: y minus y1 equals m by x minus x1. Okay, so y minus, what is y1 and x1? y1 and x1 is a point, the point negative 2 and 2. So x is negative 2 and y is 2. This point A. Okay, so what do we have here? We have a point and we have the slope. Can we get the equation? Can we confirm the equation? Yes. So y minus 2 equals 4 by x plus 2. So y plus 2, because the point is negative 2, but we have here x minus negative 2, so it is x minus negative, it is plus, so it is x plus 2. So y minus 2 equals 4x plus 8. Y minus 2 equals 4x plus 8. We can make it like this: 4x minus y plus 10 is 0. This is the equation. So again, how can we get, or how can we form the equation of the straight line? We must have the slope and what? And a point. If you have the slope of the straight line and a point that the straight line passes throughout it, you can form the equation of this straight line. Example 2. Find the equation of straight line which passes through the point 2, 3, and 4, negative 1. Solution. First, to get the slope, if you have 2 points, the straight line passes from them, we can find the slope. How can we find the slope? y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, so y2, 3 minus negative 1 over x2 minus x1. So 3 minus negative 1 is 3 plus 1 over 2 minus 4. The answer is negative 2. So this is the slope. This is the first step. Then the required equation. So the main rule, y minus y1 equals m by x minus x1. What is y1? Yeah, we can get it from the point. What is x1? Excellent, we can get it from the point. What is m? M is the slope. What is y and x? Still as they are. We don't change them. So y minus 3 equals negative 2 by x minus 2. Y minus 3 equals negative 2x plus 4. Then we can change the place of negative 2x from the right side to the left side, so it will be 2x plus y minus 7 equals 0. The next example. Find the equation of the straight line passing through the point A, negative 2 and 2, and is perpendicular to the line whose slope is negative 4. So we have here two things. We have a point and we have the slope of another straight line that perpendicular to our straight line. So because or since L1 perpendicular to L2, so as we said before, if we have two straight lines and they are perpendicular to each other, the multiplying of their slopes equals negative 1. The product is negative 1. So m1 by m2 is negative 1. And we already know the slope of the second is negative 4. So to get the slope of the first, m1 by negative 4 is negative 1. So m1 equals what? Equals negative 1 over negative 4, which is 1 over 4. So the required equation. So now we already know the slope of our straight line, and we have a point that our straight line passes throughout it. Okay, so how can we get, or how can we form the equation of this straight line? We can form it y minus y1 equals m by x minus x1. And again, what is x1 and y1? Point. We can get them from the point. What is x and y? Still as they are. And what is m? M is a slope. So y minus y1 equals m by x minus x1. Y minus 2 equals 1/4 by x plus 2. Multiplying by 4 to get out 1/4. We don't want to have a fraction in our equation. Okay, so how can we cancel this fraction? We will multiply by its denominator. So 4y minus 8 equals x plus 2. X minus 4y plus 10 is 0. Let's go to the next example. Find the equation of the straight line passing through the point 2 and -3 and makes an angle of measure 135 with positive direction of x-axis. Solution. First, how can we get the slope? As we said before, we can get the slope from the theta. What is theta? Theta is the angle included between the straight line and the positive direction of x-axis. How can we get it from the theta? If you have theta, to get the slope of this straight line, tan theta. Okay, so how can we get the slope? Many different ways, many different methods. We can get it from theta. We can get it from any 2 points the straight line passes from them. We can get it from, if we have another straight line parallel to our straight line, we can get that from, if we have 2 perpendicular straight lines, one of them is what we need and the other is given. Many different ways. In this example, we will find the slope from theta. So tan theta, tan 135 is -1. The required equation is y minus y1 equals m by x minus x1. So y plus 3 is -1 by x minus 2. Y plus 3 equals -x plus 2. So we can form it like x plus y plus 1 is 0. The direction vector, let's go to the other form. The other form here is a vector equation, or the vector form. R equals a plus k u, and we will study it in the next video. Goodbye.